morning. Happy Monday, March 28th. Boy, the month is just about over. Time is passing quicker and quicker each and every day, it seems. So what's going on? Well, last week we lost Secretary of State Madeleine Albright. She passed away at the age of 84. If you didn't know, she was the first female Secretary of State, and she was appointed by President Clinton. We are also dealing with the Supreme Court confirmation hearings of Ketanji Brown Jackson. Have you ever noticed that the one president's party that nominates the candidate, the hearings, the opposite party comes out with some of the dumbest questions? And you just look at the hearings and you look at her face and it's kind of like, and Putin versus Zelensky. Putz versus a modern-day true-life hero. Boy, Zelensky is making Putin really look terrible, isn't he? Ukraine, you guys have more grit than anybody could have imagined. Good for you. Let's get to today's topic. You know, when I first got into the insurance business, I wrote a homeowner's policy on a young couple. They brought their friends over after church one day, and the two women were fixing a meal in the kitchen. A little bit of water spilled on the floor, a few drops, no big deal, or it really was, because the guest, having high heels on, slipped on that water. She fell and hit her head against the handle of the stove, split her forehead open. The homeowner's insurance paid under the medical portion to have her taken immediately to the ER to get stitches put in her forehead. And the liability part of the policy paid to have plastic surgery done to remove the scar on her forehead, the value of homeowner's insurance. But you know, Mark, let's talk about reasons why we shouldn't have homeowner's insurance. Number one on my list is you don't have a mortgage. So who cares? Nobody's telling you have to have it, so who cares? Number two is you've never paid attention to your property. You've never realized that maybe you have a detached garage, a fence, a swing set, whatever, another structure on your property. Who cares? And you are a minimalist. There is no personal property in your house whatsoever. It is completely barren. Oh, and if you happen to have a loss like that tornado runs through last year in June in Woodridge, you just can't wait to spend money on your own hotel bills that the insurance would pay for. Congratulations to you. And if there is a lawsuit because it happens on your property or otherwise, who cares? Oh, and I don't care about medical bills that occur to my guests because they have to have health insurance. President Obama said that, right? He said that back in 2012 with the Affordable Care Act passing. So who cares about that? They have to pay for their own injuries. Oh, by the way, the medical insurance company might subrogate against you. So let's talk about a couple claims I've seen over the years. You know how along a sidewalk you can trim it up and you get that little tiny edge there? Little girl was riding her bike, and a dog barked at her. She got her tire caught in that little groove right there. She fell and split her head open. Homeowner was liable. Here's one that when I was a kid happened. Kids built a ramp. They were going to practice like Evel Knievel. Maybe you don't know who Evel Knievel is, but he used to jump motorcycles. And they jumped, and a kid's tooth went along the side of a car and damaged a huge sticker along the side of the car. Homeowners paid for that. And how about the guy who decided to have a pig roast in his bathtub in March? Burned down half his house. He said, I turned the exhaust fan on. I thought that would ventilate sufficiently. And remember last year, the tornado that shot through Woodridge and Naperville? I did a video on that, and I drove through some of that damaged territory. And here's the number one reason why you don't need homeowners insurance. Because you are Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan in today's market would have had over $100 trillion. So who cares? Okay, maybe you're not Genghis Khan, but how about this? Rockefeller. Rockefeller, boy, he was considered, in today's value, the richest American in history. So if you're Rockefeller, who cares, right? Do you get my point? So what's going on at the MLD agency? Well, last week, a lot of you responded to the emails that we've sent out into these videos. So we've been doing a good bit of quoting for property and casualty insurance and other lines just as well, too. And on a last note, don't forget, we pay a $25 finder's fee for people who refer people to us and they purchase a policy. Until next week, please note that I will be out of the office on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and the following Monday. So if you need me, you can always call my cell phone, bottom of the screen. Be more than happy to help you to find the policy that's in your best interest.